pronounces
JDEF?
Sure. It works in reading, doesn't work so much in saying it out loud. But yeah, Viktor Orban lost his election. And apparently
Yay!
Trump is upset about that. This is from Alternet. They do editorializing, so there is no Trump is crashing out over it. It's just that he's not doing the thing that he does where he stands in front of reporters and answers a million questions and talks forever. This was sent to me by JASA. JASA didn't send the alternate version, but y'all keep sending paywalled shit. And I don't have subscriptions to all the different news sites.
Yeah, I'm going to be honest. This happens in my community a lot as well. Please, for the love of God, stop sending me paywall shit. Stop.
It's usually okay.
I don't give a shit that I can put it into archive and find it. Stop, please.
That was actually so. A story that was sent to me today is that a lot of news organizations are blocking archive from archiving their site.
Yeah, for that reason.
And, well, they're saying that it's to, prevent AI training or unauthorized AI training or like whatever, but it's like, no, it's because archive makes it easy to get around paywalls. Yeah, no, that's actually the main thing I use Ground News for, is I will just paste the link into Ground News and then filter for no paywalled sources. But okay, I'm sorry. Jess is getting all offended. I didn't send a paywalled version. I don't know. I clicked on it and it was like, subscribe to read more. And I was like, no, I'm going to Alternet. So paywalling the news is giving disinformation a benefit. So I kind of see both sides on this. On the one hand, I want high quality information to be readily available to more people. That we need that. On the other hand, in the current economy, I understand why, it's really difficult for the news organizations that are actually telling true stories and not relying on sensationalized headlines and shit like that. It's hard for them to continue on, and that's how all these smaller things keep getting bought up by multinational conglomerates and whatnot. So paying for local news, I get it. Paying for high quality, friggin' was it Politico? The Conversation. Actually, Conversation's often free, but ProPublica. ProPublica is probably the big one right now. If you can pay for those ones, pay for those ones. They deserve support.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, thanks for the hat, Jassa, and there's also a hydrate.
Okay, so he's just off camera now, and it's really funny.
Just off camera hydrate. Wait. Could you see my underwear? Because I'm not wearing pants right now.
No, I couldn't see your underwear, but I also didn't try to look. So
Twitch is safe.
But no, I understand paywalling. I do, but at the same time, we live in a world where advertisers can pay for so much in terms of just how that's how Google operates. It's an advertising platform first and foremost. So it just frustrates me.
Okay, just a second. You just reminded me of a post that I am going to try and find.
Oh?
It shouldn't take long. Mm-hmm. It was fairly recent.
I believe you.
Just my internet is really slow recently. I don't understand how we can be having a video call while I'm streaming.
Yep.
But then my internet is slow. And it's not like it's slow because I was streaming. It's just slow. It's been this is the same slow it's been for a while now.
Okay.
So this is an article on enshittification.
Yeah.
Surrounded by so many ads that you can't read the article.
That is hilarious. That is
these people,
fucking hilarious.
These people heard show don't tell and they were like, yeah, absolutely, got it. So, yeah. That's enshittification.
Jesus fucking Christ. That's fantastic.
Anyway, we were supposed to be talking about Viktor Orban.
Yeah, until we got distracted
by. Well, we got distracted by how important it is to have access to high quality information.
Yeah.
So yeah, on Sunday, the far-right Hungarian strongman Viktor Orban was voted out of office after 16 years of dictatorial rule. It was widely interpreted as a major blow against far-right movements around the world, including MAGA in the United States. As a result, President Donald Trump is crashing out. No, he's not. We've discussed that already. This is Alternet. They editorialize. Which, I mean, I get it. That's what we do here.
Yeah.
So I'm not gonna like. That's not a condemnation of them. It's just a they're being sensational for the sake of the clicks, and it's a bad sign for his authoritarian political project in the States. So this is hopeful because like Viktor Orban had a much tighter control over all of the things that you could do to rig the election in Hungary than Trump has over the same things in the United States. So the fact that he was just like unequivocally voted out, nobody wants you here, go away. Like that is hopeful that he wasn't able to do that with all the controls he had and 16 years to build up those controls. Trump hasn't had that kind of time, and he's got a bunch of incompetent people working for him, whereas Orban actually had competent people. So it gives me hope.
Man,
Do you disagree?
It's not that I disagree. It's that I have hope for different reasons. I don't think that Viktor Orban is like the signal flare that actually like authoritarian power and influence is eroding. I think that the signal flare for me is that a few years ago we did not have concerted efforts to get local elections moved in our favor. Not to the degree we have now, but we do now. Because before, it was mostly, just speaking from the experience in my local area, the area I live in was considered abandoned by the Democratic Party. Mm-hmm. So we wouldn't get funding. We would not get anything. So Marjorie Taylor Greene would just... we didn't get shit to fight against her here. And we would get people sent in from the Democratic Party to be the people running for us instead of us bringing somebody from our own, like people who already lived here. So like it just issues upon issues. Whereas now we live in a world where like, as just one example, the DSA exists, where people are focused not just on getting people elected into our major Congress, but getting people elected into our lower echelons of government. The lower echelons that, mind you, for the most part, are the ones that actually directly impact your life 9 times out of 10. And so for me, it's knowing that there's a power base that is slowly being eroded from under Trump, as opposed to seeing his influence not yield the results he wants from the top down. I'm mostly looking at things from the bottom up, and I'm happy with what I'm seeing there.
Okay, we can be happy from 2 directions, Cyrus.
I just don't think the other one is a major factor. But if you do, I can understand why.
It's definitely contributing, I think, because so the main thing that took out Orban was the amount of turnout. Like they had 80% turnout. Now, I don't know why, but I do not see Americans getting 80% voter turnout, but it is a fact that more turnout equals bad for Trump. Mm-hmm. And we've been seeing, like, last time I looked into it, Democrats had flipped something like 20 or 30 elections in their favor, mm-hmm. and Republicans had flipped 0. And even the ones that didn't flip, the shift, like the margins that the Republicans were winning by were tiny compared to what they should have been if everything was normal. So I don't know. It's a combination. It's the bottom up and top down.
That's fair.
Now, do I have faith in the Democratic Party to not snatch defeat out of the jaws of victory this time? No. Chuck Schumer needs to fucking go. But like, I don't know. This gives me hope that there will at least be something. And like, the guy that's replacing Orban is like immediately is like, okay, well, we're investigating all these guys for corruption. These guys are getting fired because they were taking money from Putin. Like immediate action to prevent shit like that from happening in the future. That's what we need to see in the States. There are some politicians in the Senate and the House that are talking a big game with regards to that. I do not have confidence that the fucking leadership is actually going to rally around that. Like, my prediction is that Democrats are going to win in a landslide in the midterms, and then they are just going to be like, okay, well, now we can go back to business as usual and pretend this never happened.
It's the whole back to brunch mindset. Like, well, we won. Time to go back.
That's what I predict will happen. I hope to fuck I am wrong. I really want to be wrong. Chuck Schumer, call me. Prove me wrong. I know you watch. You're a big fan. He's one of my 85 YouTube viewers.
Jesus Christ.
Oh, goddamn. I really hope I'm wrong, but that's what I think is going to happen. And I hate it. Yeah, according to Nate Silver, Trump's average net approval is negative 16.7. Fuck Nate Silver, though. Like, that might be a hot take, but fuck Nate Silver. Yeah.
Sarah Chikorita says we need to keep warning those type of Democrats that if they try to rug sweep, we will consider them traitors. Right, but so here's the thing, though. What does consider them traitors mean or do? Because Chuck Schumer, when we tried to do that, like as the online left, his response immediately was, there's a contingent of people that we don't need. Like, and he was mostly saying it about trans rights, but still.
It's also, it sucks. Like, this is, again, you're being hamstrung by the two-party system where, like, the Democrats can pretty safely rely on the fact that, you know, if it comes down to a choice, like, let's say Trump goes for a third term and somehow makes that actually happen on the ballot or whatever. Like, if it comes down to, like, Trump versus, let's just say fucking Chuck Schumer for president. Nobody fucking wants Chuck Schumer for president. But all of us who, like, Cyrus, I'll bet $10. If I lose this bet, I will donate $10 to charity in your name.
Okay.
I am betting that your response is going to be that in a choice between voting for Donald Trump or Chuck Schumer in a presidential race, you would vote for Chuck Schumer.
I'm voting Chuck Schumer.
Yeah,
like that's,
despite the fact that he's a piece of shit.
Yeah, it's just like if I have a choice between Trump and Gavin Newsom, like I'm not going to go, well, Gavin, you talked to Ben Shapiro and Tucker Carlson on your show at some point, so fuck you.
And he's fucking anti-trans, so yeah, fuck him.
Yeah, like but I'm still going to go and look at it and go, well, if I am trying to remove harm, as much of it as I can, then like one of you is a Band-Aid and the other one is an argument in favor of accelerationism, which I don't fucking believe in. Also, Sylvie, thank you for gifting a tier 1 sub to Sarah Chikorita. I just...
Yeah. Yeah, no, it's... I can donate $10 to charity anyway, even though I won the bet. Not right this second, but I will do that after the stream. So we need charity now. Charity good. Everybody needs the food bank nowadays.
True. Hey, you made it to the end. I want to give an extra thanks to the patrons who allow me to do this full time. I want to thank Aaron Rail, Astral, Britzkrieg, Jemshin, Poundini, Red Joker, Victoria, Jonas, Craig, Tarika, Fireshard, Smiling GM, John, Dren Hadamada, Creeper, Sagitta, you know I'm not saying that last part, Sylvie Snow, Valis of Seraph, Ottoman Angel, Rooster Rachel, and Fire Panda, who are all my $20 and up patrons.